What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be trying out a game called The Last Flame.
Last Flame!
This game is an auto-battling, roguelike kind of game that it seemed pretty cool. We're going to check it out, going into it blind as we always do. This is, we're in the closed beta version. That's technically not out yet, but you can, there's a demo you could try if you wanted to. So let's go.
We're going to go with Ascension.
Ascension, difficulty novice. We're gonna keep that tutorial mark checked because we're going into a blind.
Yeah.
We'll get the lay of the land here. Okay. This tutorial, you'll receive a few objectives to complete. Which will contain words.
Yeah.
In this tutorial, you will receive a few objectives to complete, which will explain the basics of the Last Flame. You can accomplish them in any order. Don't feel rushed to do them as soon as they appear. I make no promises on that. I will feel rushed to do them immediately.
Of course.
At all times, you can press on tab or on the book thing in the bottom right corner to open the guidebook. You can also click on the objective to open the guidebook in the corresponding tip.
Nice.
Okay, heroes. Heroes start with a passive, an active ability, and unique stats.
Okay.
Let's see.
There's a mana bar under their health bar, which that, I mean, if you've played, Teamfight Tactics, they had that, like, same thing.
Yeah.
Every attack generates 1 mana. Mana regenerates passively over time.
Yes.
And heroes cast their ability when their mana bar is full.
That's pretty typical of auto-battler situations.
Yeah, auto-battlers in general.
You can view all of your current heroes in the hero panel. Keep behind H or click on the helmet in the bottom right corner. While hovering over any tooltip, you can press on tab or middle mouse click to just play the advanced tooltip. It will search for all the relevant keywords in the glossary and display them. Cool. Alright, so we got a couple of heroes here.
Okay.
Okar.
1 blue and 4 red.
Yes. Critical healing. Every critical strike the hero heals himself of 3% of his max HP, and all summons by 1% of his max HP.
That seems neat.
And then he summons wolves. Every time he does a thing, he summons 1 wolf, and he can have a maximum of 2 wolves.
Also, he starts the fight at max mana, so he immediately starts with a wolf.
So, yeah. And then he gives X% of his attack damage to all wolves that are on the battlefield. Attack damage shared 15%. And then the wolves have health equal to 550 plus 15% of the hero's bonus max HP. And various other attacky stats.
Yeah.
And then attack damage dealer, crit mastery, and summons. Okay. Then you got XZ09. Let's see, he's tank, healing tank. Attack damage dealer, and a self-shielder. And melee. Both of these are melee. Okay. Overheat shield. When this hero gets or is below 50% max HP, gains a shield equal to 15% of his max HP every 10 seconds.
Okay.
And then super mode. Increasing his lifesteal and attack speed for 5 seconds. It taunts its current target. Okay. So just a tank. Then we got Nox. Another melee character. Attack damage dealer, crit mastery, bleed debuff. Hero gains 5% crit strike damage per bleed on the enemy. Stacks 20 times. And then execute. Dealing guaranteed critical strike. Execute speed scales with attack speed. Also inflicts 1 bleed to nearby enemies. Okay, so this is just crit, bleed, angry.
Yes.
Okay, then we got Johanna, who is our first ranged character here. It's a caster, specializes in dealing spell damage, which is generally dealt through ultimates. Spell power and mana regen are best attributes for casters, although there are exceptions. Also has summons.
Okay, could work well with Okar.
And then frosty buffs. When the fight starts, the hero summons 2 blue drakes, asterisk. The hero gains 4 spell power per summon on the battlefield. Drakes do not attack and die if the hero dies.
So the drakes are just there to count as 2 more summons.
Okay.
And she gains spell power per summon on the battlefield. So again, if you pair her with Okar.
Yeah, that does seem to be the combo. There's 2 combos I see thus far, and Okar is part of both of them.
Yeah.
Because he also has crit stuff, which goes with Nox, And then
That's
summon
true.
stuff that goes with Johanna. Blizzard. Johanna casts a blizzard, dealing damage to enemies a hit, inflicting 4 frosts. Okay. So AoE debuff doing stuff. And then we got Zico, attack damage dealer, and a self-healer. This hero gains 1% lifesteal for per 5% missing HP.
Okay.
And then Flip Strike, dealing attack with a bonus of 200% attack damage. If above 65% max HP, he consumes 10% max HP to gain 15% attack damage. Okay.
Interesting.
But I do think Okar Johanna, I think, is...
yeah, I think that's my... they're both friendos, right?
You do like your friendos. Alright, so we can also pick a relic. 30% discount on everything in the shop. Elites lose 18% hit points when the fight starts. You can now research at the campfire. Research is choose a relic. It uses 2 campfire actions. And then the Juicy Mango. After each fight, you heal for 4 fires and get an additional trophy. Trophies are used to rank up your heroes. 1 trophy equals 5 XP.
I mean, getting an extra one of those every fight right off the bat does seem pretty good.
And healing is nice.
Yeah.
Let's go for a nice Juicy Mango. Act 1. The Illusio Forest. Okay. And then our very roguelike path of victory here. Okay, that tab just goes over there. Okay, we have our glossary here. So we got events, we got a shop, we got elites, reroll. A slightly harder normal encounter that rewards bonus passive reroll if victorious. Enemies have a 15% attack speed buff. So
okay.
I imagine that's like an intermediary between normal fight and elite fight.
Probably. A swap, the same thing, but...
yes.
Passive swap if victorious.
Okay. And then the campfire. Recover some flame or smith a rare recipe into an epic recipe. Discover your origin.
Well, we should probably go for one of the 2 of those then.
I like this. If you look at this path to the far right, you get like one of everything.
That is true.
So we can really test the waters.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of like that. Oh, that's
a big old spider. Preparation phase. You can drag heroes to place them onto hexes. The last hero to be dropped from an enemy will redirect. Wait, the last hero to be dropped from an enemy will redirect the enemy's focus to this hero. It only works if it's in a nearby hex to the enemy. This is very useful to choose which heroes are getting targeted by which enemies. You can have up to 5 heroes on the board. You can freely change your current heroes with heroes on the bench. Right-click on a hero or an enemy to see their character panel. This is especially important to learn the enemy's abilities.
Okay.
So, the spider just has a dark bite.
Yeah, he just bites the target. So
I imagine he's probably gonna be the melee guy, and then there, and then she can be here, I suppose. Probably fine. Something like that. Fight info. Enrage timer 20 seconds. Enrage. All enemies gain 15% attack speed, 15% attack power, 15% spell damage, and some tenacity. After being activated, the enrage effect is repeated every 5 seconds.
ooh.
So, beat them fast. Okay. But yeah, no problem for us.
Handled.
They got a fight recap button. You can kind of see what was done.
This panel is not yet polished. It will be ready for the game's launch.
Yeah.
But we can see.
So, our caster did 60 damage, and our melee guy did 55 damage, and a little bit of healing.
And they also took quite a bit, but mitigated about a quarter of it.
Okay. So, Juicy Mango. We'll get additional stuff.
Yep.
Now, is this do 1 or is this do all?
That's a great question. Let's do all. Good.
Okay. So now we can get a new friendo.
Oh, now that's what we want is more friendos. So let's see what we got.
Jalen fights at close range, is a support character, and is a shielder.
That seems good.
When the hero gets below 50% HP for the first time, gains lifesteal and attack damage. And shielding orbs, giving shielding to all heroes, increasing their attack damage by 1% of their total shield.
Okay.
Okay. We got Ola. Does burn stuff in melee. Hero gains 1 mana regen for every 3 max mana that they have. And does a dragon dance, which gains attack damage per mana. And then she does burn stuff to everybody in the vicinity. And then dragon dance skills with attack damage as well as spell power. Okay. Then we got another ranged support healer.
Okay. Probably good to have one of those.
Every time the hero heals a hero, can be self, by any means, all heroes gain 2 spell power. And then Rose casts Divinity, healing allies in the spell area. Okay. So do we want just like a dedicated healer?
Yeah, I think a dedicated healer is not a bad idea. Since we have extra units on the field from the summoner.
Okay. Yeah.
Plus, her whole thing, that lady gives spell power when she heals, so having our mage have more spell power is not a bad thing.
Yeah. Not bad at all. Okay, so attack speed and defense, spell power and defense, or attack damage and spell power. With our melee guy kind of being like the lone dude up front along with the wolves, maybe giving him a little bit of defense would be okay.
Yeah. I mean, the attack speed's not bad either, because remember, they also gain mana every time they attack.
That's true.
Which means another wolf will come out faster.
Also true. Okay. Did I already have a pair of gloves too?
No, all those had a times 2.
Oh yeah. So.
Can you give them both to him?
Yes. He's wearing 2 gloves, which is ideally what you want to do when you have gloves.
Makes sense.
Okay, so now we got a spider, but he's got a friend called the Big Uzi Guy.
Oh no, a Big Uzi Guy!
Summons a slime that has 33% of his max HP and 50% of his attack damage. The slime has no ability.
Alright. We're the only one allowed to friendos around here.
Yeah, it's like, firstly, how dare you? And secondly, how dare you?
Yeah, just put him right in the front. And the mage and the healer.
So, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm debating on actually doing
Being
something
a little
like
closer,
that, so that way they can do the AoE heal.
Yes, I like that.
Okay. There's the wolf.
There's that violent blizzard.
And there's the heal. Oh yeah, that heal circle is perfect.
Oh, that worked well.
Okay. So who else wants to be a member of our team? Can I?
So cool.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, just as an aside, like, all of the different character styles, like, they're varied and they're all very cool looking.
Like, in particular, I really like Elios over there. Like, look at him. He's like a tree dude with cool horns.
See, I was looking at Kiro's, just like, he's just a big bug boy.
Oh, he looks like he's melee and ranged.
Let's see. Well, he says he's melee, but he's a hybrid damage dealer, so he uses both attack damage and spell damage.
Well, our healer does add spell damage.
And this is a bleed debuff guy.
Bleeder, okay.
Every 5 attacks, the hero deals additional splash on hit damage equals to 100% attack damage and inflicts 2 bleeds to enemies struck.
Okay.
And slams the ground, dealing damage in a cone. Deals 10% additional damage per bleed on the enemy hit. So, very, very good for a bleed-centric build.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we got Atrios, another melee tank with burn stuff. For every 20% of missing HP, gains 1 mana regen. And then casts Molten Shield, dealing damage to nearby enemies, inflicting burns. He gains 100 defense for 3 seconds and taunts. Or Elios. It's another melee tank, but he's the support tank. Gains lifesteal equal to 15% of his defense. And Euless casts Nature Guardians, increases nearby allies' defense for 6 seconds.
That could be good for the group strategy thing we're going for.
Yeah, and I think that's better than these two as far as synergies are concerned.
Yeah, as far as synergies are concerned. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like Kiro if we had gone with the bleed crit guy earlier.
Yeah. Shielding Dagger. Every 4 attacks, the wearer gains a shield equal to attack damage.
Could be good.
When the fight starts, the wearer loses 650 HP but gains 650 shield.
Ooh.
That's interesting. With a healer on deck, that's not awful. The wearer gains 30% attack speed and 30% lifesteal for 10 seconds, but loses 550 HP when the fight starts. So that's...
Which, again, not necessarily bad with a healer.
Okay.
I think I like I think I like all of these.
Yeah.
I will also say, despite liking all of these, there is our next tutorial quest is re-roll an item reward.
So what you're saying is...
I'm saying I like all of these, but...
Blood Drinker. When the wearer's attack damage is equal to or above 160, they gain lifesteal from the remainder of the fight. That
would be good if we had someone that, like, slowly gained attack damage.
Every attack the wearer gains 40 max HP, stacks 15 times. At 15 stacks, gain 25 defense. Now that's just a solid tanking item.
That's a solid tank item.
Every 3 seconds, the wearer gains spell power equal to the amount of summons on the battlefield.
There we go.
Hold on, I think I found our item.
There we go.
Forging allows you to choose attributes of your items. You can open the forging window with F or by clicking the icon in the bottom corner. You can forge an equipable item by combining a recipe with an heirloom, which will combine the effect of the recipe to the attributes of the heirloom. Heirlooms are equipable on their own, while recipes require you to forge them before equipping them.
Okay. So we got a scroll for forging.
Okay. Oh, so I got to put it onto a glove.
Or we can save it for something. Because that Druid's necklace is nice, but saving that for...
We want it on Johanna, 100%. Right. So we'll hold it for now. We'll see if we can't find a better heirloom to put on her. But that's right up the alley of what we're going for. Let's see. Debuffs. Active and passive abilities can apply debuffs on enemies. Debuffs are displayed above the health bar.
Makes sense.
Debuffs in the last flame are quite unique as they all synergize with specific damage types or stuns rather than dealing damage or having effects on their own.
Oh, really?
Bleed scales well with attack damage and especially critical strikes. Frost scales with spell damage. Burns.
Oh, great! Our Froster is doing spell damage.
Burn scale with on-hit effectiveness and on-hit damage. And Shock scales well with stuns and fast casting. Bleed. Every attack, heroes have a 25% chance to increase the damage of their attack by 1.5% per bleed on the enemy. Critical strikes guarantee this effect. Frost. Spell damage is increased by 2% per frost on the enemy. Burn. Every 4 attacks, heroes deal on-hit damage equal to 3 times the amount of burns on the enemy. On-hit effectiveness attribute is 3 times more effective for burn damage. So you want like a really fast attacker doing burn stuff.
Yes.
And then shock. On cast, heroes have a 1.5% chance per shock to stun the target for 1 second. Increase the duration of other stuns by 2.5% per shock. Okay, so shock is very much like a control element.
Yeah. I like it.
Okay.
So then if we get the option, we want to lean more into Frost because we're already a little bit into Frost.
Yes.
Also, our new guy is an actual tank. Like our... right?
Yes. So skeleton archers just shoot quick arrows. And the giant bug increases all enemies' attack speed by 10% and all attack power by 5%.
Ooh.
Okay. So I'm curious. Once items are equipped to a character, can they be moved to other characters if I decide?
Let's see if it'll let you pull it off and move it to like Helios. It looks like you can.
Ah, excellent. So if I want him to just be the tank.
Yeah.
Do something like that.
You want to plop him down like Oh, right in the middle of everything.
I can't be
on the red. Yeah. Okay.
So.
Oh, that one archer changed his mind.
I think that's because these guys are still technically over here, but if we kind of
and then remove Ilios, because I think they said earlier that they look at the last one you place.
So something like that.
Something like that. That way he'll go in and tank, and then the others will go after the bug first. Hopefully, at the very least, the wolf guy should go after the bug first.
Okay, and just. Big AoE nonsense.
There's a heal.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And then the last hero here. Oh, there's Nox again.
Hey, there's Nox again.
Okay. Eva is another tank, but does frost things.
Okay, frost tank.
Gains 8 defense for each hero and summons within 7 range.
Hey.
I'm afraid we're not going to have enough damage, but we will be unkillable. Glacial Strike, dealing damage to nearby enemies. Also scales with defense. On cast, she gains 1 defense for every stack of frost in the enemy. Taunts. So she'll deal damage based on defense, and we're buffing defense based on the other guy, and then she will apply frost, which will also help. So there is a lot of synergy here.
He does synergize well.
I would argue it is incontroversial that that's probably the pick. But let's look at Elreal here. Ranged support caster healer.
Okay.
Every time the hero critical strikes with an attack, all heroes gain 2% attack speed.
Okay.
And then Elreal casts Moonwrath on our current target, dealing damage to all enemies hit and healing all heroes hit.
Okay. So neat.
It's pretty good, but
neat, but doesn't synergize. Ava at least synergizes.
Yeah.
But now we definitely want to, if we can.
Ooh, superior stuff.
I mean, there's a superior gold ring right there, which if we could forge the other thing onto that.
Yeah, I think we probably should. Forge.
You did it.
I did do it. And then now we just put this there. And she's the damage. I think.
Yeah.
I think
she is all of our damage.
Okay, so now we're gonna do a reroll here. You can spend trophies to grant 5 experience to your hero by clicking on the trophy button next to the hero's rank. Appears when the hero card is open. Ranks 2 and 4 grant a new random passive. All other ranks grant an additional attribute.
Okay, so passive, active, passive, active.
Yeah. And then drag to equip, double click to unequip.
Drag an item between heroes, which we already figured out.
Pressing shift will display the hero's items above their health bar.
Oh, and you can even drag them from that little shift menu. That's helpful.
Okay. Very cool. Holding control while dragging an item will move all the items.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So, can we rank up a hero here and now?
I think we can.
Oh, no, nobody has enough. Well,
yeah, we only have 12, and it would take.
Well, didn't they say one? Didn't they say one trophy was 5 XP?
Oh yeah, so. Yeah. Left clicking on it here. Okay, I just gotta.
Oh, you gotta bring up the character.
Oh, boom, and then left click on it. No, it said left click on a hero. Oh, hold on, we're gonna figure it out. Let's see, above the hero's rank, there's a small icon with a thing on it. Right click.
That panel.
That was a right click, not left click.
Okay.
Okay,
But
so...
I don't see a spot.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, way over there.
Yeah.
I see it now.
So then the question becomes, who do we want to level? Everybody? Someone in particular? Well, we got trophies to kind of burn.
Yeah, we got trophies
here.
to spare. We could get everyone up to their next passive.
Well, I think you're our damage, so let's...
So she should probably get leveled up.
1,
first.
2, 3. Reach level 2. Double attack. The hero's attacks have a 20% chance to rapidly attack an additional time. Or power shield. The hero's spell power is increased by 5% of its current shield. When the fight starts, gain 150 shield. That would be good if we had shield tanky people, but we didn't. So I think double attack is the way to go here.
Yep.
Okay. Let's rank up both summoners.
Good call.
Boom, boom, boom. Every time the hero casts their active ability, 2 random heroes receive 1 mana.
Right.
Or every 6 attacks, the hero heals all heroes for 25% attack damage.
Okay, so you could be like an off healer.
Okay. But I don't think we need that, at least yet. But maybe having everyone cast their stuff more often.
Yeah.
Because that's also technically healing.
That's true. Or it's either more healing or more murder, depending on who it goes to.
Let's see. And then you would be 4, and then you'd probably be the last one that I level. But I think you're like the tank / damage situation.
Yes.
So.
And she synergizes with the Frost Lady, so.
Every 6 seconds, the hero heals the lowest % HP hero for X amount of spell power. Or every 3rd active ability, the hero casts its active ability twice.
So if... Well, which synergizes with what we just did, where if she can get extra mana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I like that.
That does mean that she's better in the longer fights, obviously. Because that battle's that's not going to go off in a regular fight, but also there's a lot of things on this one.
Yeah, I think if we kind of do something like this, or we kind of maybe and yeah, everyone the 4 on the right is looking at that tank, the 1 on the left is looking at this tank, and
I really think that she should probably look at the trio, honestly. Because we leveled her up and she's got the AoE splash thing. So if we can like
now this guy is looking at her, but she is looking at all of these. So theoretically,
I think that's good.
Yeah, everybody is accounted for here, and theoretically, I could just swap them like that if you want.
Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like them looking at her specifically if we can get the help.
Oh, and then
there's a lot of things happening.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh yeah.
And then the blizzard just clears everything out.
I will say that our tank there is struggling, but our healer is also struggling. But we made it.
Yeah.
The positioning on that one was a little iffy. Whereas attacks have a 50% chance to inflict burn. 50% on-hit effectiveness. Increase the effectiveness of on-hit done by the hero. Every 2 attacks, the wearer heals for the amount of bleed and frost on the enemy. Or reroll, and I'm not...
We could do a reroll here. I don't think any of these are amazing. I like the Sanguine Staff, but it's also bleed, which we don't have.
So there's the shielding dagger again. We saw it before. Every enemy currently targeting the wearer gains 17 defense. We can use that, actually.
We could use that.
And then every 4 seconds, the wearer gains spell power equal to its max mana is also good. But I think I like this defense one.
I like the tank one.
And then reroll passive.
Oh. You can have someone just re-roll their passive entirely.
So the 2 passives that they got weren't locked in. They always have these 2 passives. It's just Those are just the ones that they happen to roll.
Those are just options. Okay.
Interesting. Interesting.
Honestly, of these, I think double attack is the one that I think is probably the weakest.
Okay. So we could change it for if she's hurt, she gets 20% spell steal, but ideally she's not being hurt.
Ideally.
Or for every critical strike, yeah. And...
Well, all right, maybe they just keep it.
But now we know.
Well, now we know. Okay.
Okay. I could... Honestly, I could forge this onto a glove and then give the glove to the...
To Ava?
Yeah.
Or we could save that recipe for a better item if we wanted. Like, we could just do that if we wanted to just have it up and running right now.
Yeah, well, we could wait, I think.
Those gloves are a little sad.
The trap. You rejoice and take a nice walk in the forest, and suddenly you fell into a trap. See a horde of enemies approaching quickly. They're shouting, "Ho on your left to the zera part oi." And you're terrified.
Wait. Oh no, you fell. Into a hunter's trap. Let us help you.
But I would like to point out that none of these options are like, "Hey, friend."
No. If defeated, get. What is that top one? Can you hover over the symbol?
Get curse ganked. All heroes lose 15% attack speed when the fight starts for 3 turns. But if victorious,
what if we win, we get money.
So I guess we do that.
Yeah.
Even though they seem like they were being friends. Heroes do not die permanently. They revive after each fight. Hero deaths make you lose flame. If you lose a fight, your run is not lost, but you don't receive any rewards. Bosses make you lose increasing flame for each subsequent death. Enemies get stronger from ranks and power level. Enemies have higher ranks as you progress through the run. Rank is shown as a numerical value on the health bar. Power levels go from 0 to 4. Ranks and power level increase the enemy's HP, attack damage, and spell damage. Additionally, power level also increases the enemy's tenacity, more resistant to stuns. Enemies have enraged timers. Timer increases after some time.
We can do that.
Yeah, you can learn more about enraged timers and hero deaths by hovering the fighter at the bottom left corner. Right click on a hero.
Stuff. Okay. Considering how that last fight went, do we have enough trophies to level up Ava again?
Let's see. Just.
No, I'm not saying that it's necessarily the right choice. I feel like if the tank goes out, it's potentially a scary problem.
Well, we have 2 tanks. Do you want me to...
We do have 2 tanks. We could level him up too. That's true.
Yeah, I think I like getting him up. Summon Water Elemental. Every time the hero critical strikes with an attack, they summon a Water Elemental. 3 Water Elementals are already summoned. Increase their attack damage by 2. Crit chance of only 5%, but it is a summon.
It is a summon.
Every time the hero critical strikes with an attack, doesn't... Well, either way, it's on crit.
Yeah, so on crit summon seems pretty good.
So now if we can find equipment that gives him crit, I guess he would want crit. Now, crit defense.
Makes sense.
So I'm guessing the party is going to be kind of this formation, and then we kind of...
Okay. Now, the healer, how much XP does the healer need to level?
1 more trophy than we have.
Okay. So then just make sure you re-select Ava at the end here, just in case.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, Ava. Ava is getting rocked.
I mean, she's getting all of the archers plus the 2 of the spiders. That's okay, though. Oh, we got an elemental.
Hooray!
Ooh. Oh, the enraged timer.
Yeah. All right.
But we did it. We're fine.
We did it. It was a little spicy.
A little spicy, but we were fine.
Yeah, and you see Johanna's just doing.
Yeah. Next time we get another character, it needs to be damage.
Hey, look, recruit a hero. Okay.
Well, I see a crit, I see a self-heal, and I see a frost.
Yeah, we've seen Zico before. So we'll look at Liam. Ranged, on-hit damage dealer.
Okay.
Attack damage, crit mastery. Every critical strike, the hero's critical strike chance is increased by 1%, plus 0.3% per summon on the battlefield.
Ooh. Okay.
And then volley.
A passive ult.
Every critical strike, Liam forges an ancient arrow. Ult. Liam forges 2 additional ancient arrows and fires all ancient arrows in quick succession at the current target. Each ancient arrow does 100% attack damage and cannot critical strike. Applies on hit and other passive effects. Does not generate mana.
Okay. That seems pretty good.
And that does synergize with summons.
It does.
Then we got Zoe here. Close range caster. Crit mastery frost. Critical form. On cast, the hero gains 7% crit strike chance. Stacks 3 times. At 3 stacks, the hero's spells, active ability, and on hit can now critical strike. Their critical strike chance is the same as their critical strike. Wait, their critical strike chance are the same as the attack critical strike chance.
Right.
Okay.
Because spells, active ability, and on hit normally can't crit.
Okay.
But she can.
And then Ice Storms. So cast Ice Storms around all heroes, increasing damage to nearby enemies, inflicting 2 frosts. Okay. So what do you think between Zoe and Liam here?
Zoe and Liam.
My concern with the Zoe is that it's another melee.
It's another melee.
It's getting crowded.
Yeah. So. Yeah, Liam could be good there.
Yeah, so I'm.
Well, I mean, look at him. Yeah. He's a little mushroom guy with these cool arrows that he's making.
So then the question becomes, who do we swap? Do we stick to a one tank situation?
Possibly. Also, I wasn't thinking about the fact that we needed a swap. I thought it was 6 characters.
No, it's 5.
And
then we got another forge situation. Extra shield power. Frozen Spear. Every attack the wearer has a 2% chance to frost and burn the enemy. That has the most debuffs. Actually, that Frozen Spear on the new guy.
Every attack wears 2% chance.
2% chance per frost and burn to gain crit strike chance and crit strike damage.
Yeah.
Or Ritual Axe on hit damage equal to 3 times the amount of frost and burn on the enemy. So it's just...
That would also work well with the new guy.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, both of those are pretty good. Not that we're adding a ton of frost, but it's what we got.
So the bit difference between these two, right? The Ritual Axe is every attack it will do more damage. Versus the Frozen Spear is every attack has a chance to gain more crit buffs.
Yes.
So the Ritual Axe is going to be more consistent damage. The Frozen Spear is going to be more compounding the big damage when it happens.
Yes.
I don't necessarily know if one is better than the other.
I think because I don't think we're adding that much stacks, I think the Frozen Spear is better because just...
I think I agree.
Gaining the crit, I think, is going to be more impactful than the little bit of extra damage that this would give us. If we were stacking more stuff, I think the Ritual Axe would be better.
If we had gotten the other... If we had gotten Zoe.
Yeah.
So then, despite the fact that he's level 2, do we take out the second tank?
Yeah, I think we at least try it.
Yeah.
So at the very least,
move those gloves to him because more hits means more.
I know we were holding it, but I think we forge this glove. We give it to
Ava.
Yeah.
So she can tank harder.
And then honestly,
just do that with the leather glove and give it to the new guy.
Or this one I think is less critical. I think I'm gonna wait and I'm just gonna give the tank both gloves.
Okay, we can do that.
And then so Ava, take that and that. And then... yeah, then we just proceed.
We swap out. Well, in the next fight. Okay.
Alright, so now we're going to go to a campfire.
Yep, which is our next... yeah. Oh, boy.
Receive an origin. Origins are global and permanent team buffs or effects. Picking or swapping out origins is free. Every critical strike dealt, all heroes gain spell power.
Okay.
All heroes gain defense equal to 14% of the team spell power.
That seems pretty okay.
The hero with the highest defense has an aura dealing 150% of the team's bonus defense every 4 seconds.
Ooh.
For every summon on the battlefield, all heroes gain 15% shield power. Well, that's shield power, though.
That's true.
It's like... but we don't summon shields. It's like it's summon adjacent, but... Critical strike damage equal to spell power. Hero the highest max HP has an aura dealing max HP. What?
All heroes...
yeah.
All heroes gain crit strike damage equal to 100% spell power of the hero with the highest spell power. Yes. Our spell power lady is got a lot of spell power.
But we only have one person that does crit things, but we could just lean in.
I mean, everybody does a little bit of crit, I think. Like, one does extra stuff on crit. But everyone can crit, right?
Yeah, but like usually it's only like 5%. For every critical strike dealt, all heroes gain 3 spell power. Also would mean that everyone would grow in power over time for crit strikes dealt. And they don't have to be dealt by themselves. It could be by somebody else doing the crits.
That's true.
So I don't know which one do you like? I think there's a couple of really good options. We could also reroll origins.
That's true. But we can only take 2 actions from break time.
Correct. Upgrade a rare recipe to an epic recipe. Can you do that to things that are pre-forged?
That's a great question. Why don't we give that a shot real quick?
No.
No.
Hmm.
Epic recipes generally double the power of their rare version.
Okay. If we X off of this, can we just be like, never mind?
Probably.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah. What's a rest do?
Just heals for 25 flames.
Which we are only missing 7 flames.
Yes.
I do like that flame meter is like, that's our health for if we lose fights, but it's also a resource that we can spend for rerolls and enchants and things like that.
Yeah.
That actually makes that mango that we got early on real helpful.
I kind of like the idea of rerolling the origins.
Yeah, go for it.
See what we can find. Oh, okay. Every shield done, I'm going to stop reading. For every 40 HP healed, all heroes gain 1 attack damage, capped at 60 attack damage. Once reached, all heroes gain 15% critical strike chance.
Okay.
All heroes' spells, active abilities, and on hit can now deal a critical strike. The critical strike chance is the same as the attack critical strike chance. Additionally, when the fight starts, all heroes gain 25% critical strike chance, but their max mana is increased by 50%.
Ooh.
Every 4 seconds, deal damage to the enemy with the most shock. No, well, we don't do shock.
Yeah.
Every 50 shield done, well, we don't do shields. For every critical strike dealt, there's a 25% chance for all heroes to gain 1 mana regen. I think Dimensioneer and Arcane Weaver are the most interesting. Dimensioneer has a really strong upside, but also a pretty rough downside.
It's a pretty rough downside, but at least one of our characters starts with a full mana bar.
That is true.
It just slows down when they trigger their next ones. And I mean, his whole thing is that he can give out extra mana. I don't think that's necessarily the worst things.
Well, let's try it.
And then do we want to rest to get back to full, or do we want to...
Yeah, we might as well rest, because I don't think enchanting that's going to help that much. We'll just go back to full. Okay.
And then we finish our tutorial.
Oh,
just in time for an elite fight.
Okay. Attack damage is done through auto attacks. Spell damage is done through active abilities. On hit is done through items and effects. Meters help you analyze how well your party is performing during a fight. Here's passive buffs also appear at the top of the meters. Okie dokie.
Okay.
So now we're going to swap you out for you.
Okay.
And we can level him or the healer. Yeah, one or the other. We can't do both, unfortunately. We're just a little shy of being able to do both.
I think leveling the healer is more important.
Okay.
But it's a tight call.
She has seniority. She's been here first.
That's true.
Hey, she can get the summon water elemental.
That's true.
And we crit much more often now.
That's true.
The hero gains lifesteal equal to 15% of their defense. Yeah, we don't need that. Give me that water elemental.
Summon water elemental works great.
Okay, so what are these? Thief Devils. Stun all heroes for 1 second. And steals 1 gold every time it attacks. Whenever another Thief Devil dies, it loses 50% attack speed.
Okay, so we definitely want to focus down one at a time. They have a lot of health.
Yeah, okay. So, clearly I think we do this, and then we kind of get everyone else kind of over to one side, maybe. Kind of something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I like it. Okay.
All right, let's see how well we rock with one tank.
That's done.
Yeah, that's done. Okay, we're summoning. We're healing.
Oh boy.
We're healing. Hold on. We're healing.
Hold, Ava.
Hold.
Okay, it was down. That's okay. They were done by that time, so that worked out pretty okay. I will say, if you look over at the top right, our new guy at level 1 did more damage than anyone else in the party.
Yeah. Well, it's because that new crit Dimensioneer really leans into what he does.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll take a look at another hero.
We've seen
Jalen. Gerald, melee support, crit master.
Okay.
Every time the hero critical strikes with an attack, gain 5 gold. Oh man, it's just the economy. Critical forging. Gerald performs a critical forging, increasing nearby hero's critical strike chance for 5 seconds. That's a 17%.
Okay. Neat, but I don't think we have space in the party for him.
And then Egar, melee hybrid damage dealer, burn debuff and frost debuff.
Ooh.
Every 2 attacks inflicts 1 burn or 1 frost at random to all enemies. When below 50% HP, attacks consume 2 frosts to heal for 5% max HP.
I mean, that seems really cool.
And then Boomerang Axe, dealing damage to line, does 5% additional damage per burn on the enemy.
Honestly, Eager seems really cool.
I think he could be the one to go, but I don't know if he's cool enough to replace anybody.
No, I don't think he's cool enough to replace anybody, but I think we take him, and then maybe if we ever get the opportunity to get a thing. Oh, that's 2 pistols. Oh, all these are good. Do we get more defense for the tanks, or more crit strike chance for our new guy? More spell power for...
I will say that our tank has been dying.
That's true.
It's because I wanted the pistol for the new guy, but I think the right answer is getting the shield.
The right answer is the tank. Yeah, I think you're right.
And then we can take off one of her gloves.
Yeah, give that to Liam.
And then just...
Although, Liam doesn't need the defense as much, so maybe put that on Okar, because he tends to be in front fairly often.
So, something like that. Okay, but now your defense is much higher, and hopefully you'll be alive.
Or you can also put the glove on the healer, actually, because she's got the least defense on the team, and then, again, attack speed just means that she'll trigger her ability more often. Which will heal the party more often.
Yeah, but the defense is wasted on her because if I'm positioning correctly, she should never be attacked.
Potentially. Depending, so we might run into enemies later that have, like, hit the backline stuff.
Whereas like Okar is the other melee guy, and where he's reasonably likely to get hit. Oh, also we get a new relic. 55 defense. Hextile buffs. Obtained by the hero that is on the hextile at the start of the fight. Okay, so it's just this will pick a tile at the start of the fight, and if you start a hero in there, they get 55 defense.
Yep. The long spear is the same thing, but for crit chance.
Okay. And then we can heal the lowest health ally every 4 seconds, or we can apply 3 frost every 4 seconds to all enemies. I think both of like the water lily will keep our tank up harder. Frost orb will allow us to keep everybody more frosty.
Yeah.
Because the hextile buffs, I think, are a little too spicy.
Well, they're neat depending on where the hextile goes.
Exactly.
Right.
So
probably the water lily then, because it just it just seems the safest option.
Keep our friend up. Ooh. Hello everybody.
I love how the setup of this is wreck that healer. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Just move the healer way over there.
And then surround her with mage and ranger. Much better.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, and then is that enough to level up our archer man?
Probably. Just like
Death NATO.
Okay, so it targets the hero with the lowest HP, but then it goes into a line and then hits everybody.
Ew.
And then these are still just the regular.
Yeah, we've seen the spiders.
Okay.
Getting him leveled up.
That would get him a level. So, bing, bong,
yeah, I think we should.
Bank. Every attack the hero gains 3% attack speed. It resets when changing targets, but he attacks pretty fast.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Every 5 seconds, hero gains shield. Yeah, he doesn't need the shield.
Per summon on the battlefield.
I know.
We need that on other people.
But Liam's not going to be in the business.
Yeah. Hopefully.
But he's already getting a lot of crit chance just based on all of our friendos. So
letting him attack more often is better.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this.
Let her rip. Okay. Oh, just big old frost damage.
That frost AoE is nice.
I think that water lily is the only reason why Eva's alive right now, just for the record.
Yeah. The blizzard did all of the work on that fight.
Let's see. Minus 10% attack speed, but every 6 seconds the healer the wearer heals for 10%. Plus 1 max mana, but at the start of the fight the wearer gains 1 mana regen for every 2 mana regen that they have. And then sorcerer's staff, just
spell power. Or we could re-roll because we are at full.
Sorcerer's staff's not bad, but we could re-roll.
It's not bad. These are also the recipes, which we don't really have much of anything to put these on.
Well, we still have one free glove and 2 shields.
Yeah.
We'll reroll just to see. We got a bunch of hammers. On cast, the wearer gains attack damage for 4 times. When the wearer's spell power is equal to or above 70, gains regen. Or
she's close.
Plus 40 attack damage, but the wearer loses HP when the fight starts.
I mean, that could be fine. We have heals.
And then I would probably give that glove to the to the archer and just be like, go nuts.
Yeah. I mean,
also there's a passive swap here. Let's see. We like you because you're giving other people mana. We could try double attack again. We like the summon water elemental. The double ultimate's pretty good. The quick attacks is pretty good.
Yeah, I think the double attack is Still the least.
Oh, no, this is swap. This is... Oh, so I can get the summoned water elemental off of Ilios and put that onto...
Oh.
Do I give
and
that to
put that onto Johanna?
I'm debating if I want to instead give it to, like, Ilios instead of quick attacks because he has the highest crit rate. He could summon the most things, technically.
Yeah, that's true.
That
is true. Actually, giving him that would be kind of nuts. Then at that point, do you swap him with?
Oh, actually, no.
Ilios.
Getting double attack on Ilios is also really good. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez.
I was actually debating if you swap him with the healer's ability. We don't gain a new summon water elemental, but again, he is the one that can trigger the elemental more often.
Yeah.
And then, but the quick attacks just feels sad to take it off the party.
But we could have more summon water elementals.
Yeah, true. How often is our well? I say how often is our healer doing that, but she has summoned like 2 per battle.
Yeah, and look, if we're going full summon build, and then the summons will cause this guy to crit more.
That's true. You know what? Yeah, just swap that with.
Yeah, so boom, boom. Heck with it.
Bang. And now on crit, he can summon a water elemental.
All right. Oh, and then finally a shop for all the money.
Oh, look at that shopkeep.
Okay. Ooh,
Hero owned. Pick to gain 25 experience.
Huh.
So that's basically just a level. For less than 100 gold? I mean,
yeah.
But there's a lot of cool things in the shop.
So we've seen all of these heroes. Ryu is the only one we haven't seen. Melee, hybrid, self-shielder, shield mastery.
Oh, there we go.
The hero has at least 250 shield and if their HP is above 50. Consume 250 shield to gain 25% attack damage.
I love how that ability also has that, and if their HP is above 50%. Yeah. Like, if their HP falls below, they're like, I'm going to stop eating my shield for reasons.
Well, that's why it's called Wisdom.
That's such a cool ability.
And Dragon's Wrath. Dealing damage in a line. Gain shield equal to the damage dealt. Decays over 5 seconds. Okay.
That's pretty cool. I like him. I don't think he fits with what we're doing, but I like him.
Oh, big spell power. Attack damage and defense. Mana regen, but lots of extra mana.
That's
mana regen,
so
cost
much
attack
mana
speed.
regen.
Attack damage and HP.
And then a lot of cool looking scrolls.
Every 3 seconds, heal all summons for 100.
Oh!
Summoner's Cloak, okay. Whereas attacks have a 50% chance to inflict 2 frost to all enemies. Ooh.
That's pretty good too.
Giving that to our fast attacker boy. Every 5 attacks, the wearer gains 1 spell power for each bleed and shock.
Yep.
30% lifesteal.
That's just solid.
Every critical strike, the wearer... Oh.
Oh.
Ooh. Let's see. Ooh.
We don't have enough stuff to put these on.
Well, that's what where this stuff comes into play.
That's true.
Every attack, the wearer gains HP. When the wearer's attack damage is equal to above 160, they gain lifesteal.
Yep.
The wearer gains 70% spell power at the start of the fight. Every 6 seconds, the wearer casts hail spikes around them, dealing 20 spell damage per frost to all enemies hit. Okay.
Dang.
It's around them, so I think it's somebody that wants to be more in the business.
I think.
Also, dismantle.
There's a dismantle button, yeah. So like, if you click on dismantle, you should be able to like look.
Oh, so that just rips these apart?
Okay.
Okay.
But, I mean, I think those are both pretty good.
Yeah, that's fine. So I think we get, like, the axe and the dragon fang, and we slap those together.
Yeah.
So, just boom, boom. And then the summoner's cloak.
Yeah.
With
the summoners,
like the superior heavy helmet or something.
We don't have enough for both.
Oh, you're right. So with like the guard's armor.
Yeah, with like the guard's armor.
Very specifically.
Yeah, I like it. And then that still leaves us enough to give Rose
yeah.
an extra 25 experience.
Okay, so we go boom, boom, and then boom.
All right.
All right, and then bada bing, bada boom.
Okay, now let's make sure we go and equip things.
Let's see.
Oh, we have a lot of forge things now.
Yes. I didn't even need to get this guard's armor. I still had stuff. But we're definitely popping those together. And then honestly, let's just get this going for you too, I think. Or actually, did I want that or the greedy hammer, actually?
The frozen spear is nice, but it really is just there's a chance to gain a little bit more crit. Versus this is just it's power. And it's like, oh no, they took some damage.
And honestly, I just put this on that one. And you know, I could just do this and just give
that to whoever.
Yeah.
Honestly, give that to the healer. It's not like she's doing much, but I mean, she also has the crit summon water elemental. Or just give it to Liam. That should go on. Yeah. On Ava, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
That's pretty good.
All right then. That means that Liam is gonna be.
Liam's gonna start the battle hurt. How much max HP does he have?
Well, I just gave him a little bit more.
That's true. That's good.
Yeah, because I just gave him 400% or 400 extra HP, and then he'll lose 300. So he's actually going to.
He's actually still gaining HP.
Yeah,
perfect.
Net profits, baby.
Net profit. All right, let's go kick a boss.
Targeting. Heroes and enemies always target the closest hero with their auto attacks, but what about their spells? Some spells have specific targeting. For instance, cast X on the current target, cast X on the furthest enemy, cast X on the lowest HP hero, etc., etc. Most spells don't have specific targeting, in which case they will use best targeting. Best targeting will prioritize the highest number of targets within the spell area. That's nice. If the highest number of targets are the same, the closest group will be prioritized. Taking advantage of the best targeting system is crucial to hit as many enemies with your spell, as well as impacting the fights cleverly positioned by your heroes to split the damage from enemies' spells accordingly and manipulate where the enemies cast their spells.
Hint, hint. You have a team of 5. You should probably split that into a team of 3 and a team of 2. So that they hit the 3, not everyone.
And then there's line spells and circular spells.
Let's go see...
we've completed the tutorial. Now continue your run. You need to beat the bosses of all 3 acts to win the run. Okay.
Ooh, reached rank 3. Pick one. Oh, because our healer leveled up again.
Oh, excellent. Spell power, lifesteal, defense, or crit
strike chance.
I mean
she can summon water elementals.
She is one of the summoners.
Yeah.
Done. Okay, so are we doing a 3 and 2 situation?
I think we should do 3 and 2.
Do we just kind of have like the melee? Well, no, I should probably have one melee on either side. Then I'll do something like.
Well, actually, we should look at what the boss can do.
Yeah.
Because yeah, so it does best targeting, so it's gonna hit the highest cluster of dudes.
Yep. And then death chains. Stuns and puts chains the highest damage dealer of the party.
Uh-oh.
All heroes will target the chains trying to break it. If they do not break the chains within 6.5 seconds, the chain hero takes 99% of his maximum HP as damage.
Whoa.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, so I've decided that I want you. Yeah. What if we just kind of like really just spread out? It's gonna make healing difficult. But
and then.
So,
something like that.
Yeah. What if we just really spread it out?
Sure. Let's find out what happens.
And in fact, I'm gonna swap those two so that way the two biggest damage dealers are kind of central.
Yeah.
So that if they get chained, they can...
And the healer is with our bigger tank.
Yes.
Just cuz.
For reasons.
All right.
All right, then let's give this a shot.
Let's do this.
Can I get anyone else leveled up with my 4?
With 4?
Let's see. Just barely.
Just barely not. Not on him anyway.
And yeah, and those are the two
Same
highest.
There.
Oh wait, actually, hold on.
Ava can level. Oh, Ava could probably use that level.
2 mana regen, attack damage, attack speed, or spell steal.
Honestly, I think the mana regen.
Yeah.
Because her whole thing is that her ultimate triggers twice.
Yes.
Her ultimate triggers twice every third time she uses it. Is that how we have her set up?
Yeah, I believe so. Double ultimate. Every third.
Every third time she uses it twice. So getting her mana regen up so she can actually trigger it more seems good.
All right, let's let her rip.
Beyblade. We've already got 2 water elementals over by Teemo. Yeah. There's 3.
Yeah, it's just we're in water elemental town over here, baby.
We are at full elemental. Oh no!
Get those chains. Get those chains. Get those chains. Do it quicker. He died.
Yeah, he got exploded. It's okay. The boss is almost done. Look at those water elementals going nuts. There's so many, and everybody's like, "Oh no, break the chains!" No, we ignore the chains. It's fine. We don't need them.
Oh, the water elementals broke it free. Oh no, she still went down to 1 HP, but it was fine. She didn't die.
And it's fine. It seemed like it was pretty fake. Look at Teemo's damage.
Look at the healing and shielding done by frickin' Ava over here.
Yeah, she's doing good. But you look at the damage of
our healer did like nothing.
Well, our healer doesn't really do damage.
Yeah, it didn't do much healing either. 22.
No, to be fair, I wonder if Ava's heals were counting like the Lily.
Who knows? Well, it does say that Eva did 1 billion heals, which is surprising, so who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, look at Blake.
We got a couple new ones. We got Blake, ranged damage dealer that does burn things. Every attack, hero gains 2 attack damage. After 15 stacks, also gains lifesteal. Molten Knife, there's the knife that explodes, does 2 burns, skills with attack damage and spell power.
Okay.
And then Emily, melee on hit, caster.
Caster.
Here's attacks deal additional on hit damage equal to 10 plus 35% spell power. The Great Sword of Light. Oh, that's a big sword.
That's
the big.
That's pretty cool.
Inline damage.
For each enemy hit, she gains 5 spell power, but if she only hits 1, she's like, better on hit effectiveness instead.
Interesting.
That's pretty neat.
But since we're going to be wrapping it up here, I'm just going to take good old Gerald.
Pick one. Yeah.
Bone God. Every attack, the wearer gains 3% attack damage, stacks 25 times, and then at 25 stacks, you get 15% attack speed. Wearer gains 2 attack damage, 2 spell power, and 1 attack speed for every burn on the target. And on cast, the next attack deals on hit damage equal to 300% spell power.
I mean, the Bone God is the best, right?
It's pretty good.
Plus, it's called the Bone God.
Gargoyle Souvenir. The fight starts, all heroes gain 2% attack damage per stack of Gargoyle Souvenir. Every floor visited, you gain a stack of Gargoyle Souvenir. Get visiting a campfire resets the stacks to 0.
Alma Secrets lets us research.
Okay, which allows you to choose a relic and use it. But it uses both campfire actions.
Okay.
Stinky Fish. Gain 8 flame after each fight. At the start of the fight, you either gain Happy Fish or Angry Fish, depending on your current flame. When above or equal to 75, all heroes receive the Happy Fish buff, plus 15% attack speed. When below 75 flame, all heroes receive the Angry Fish debuff, minus 15% attack speed.
Ooh.
Look, as long as you're keeping your flames up, you're good.
Yeah, and I mean, Stinky Fish gives you 8 after each fight.
Yeah.
Plus, we got the fruit.
Yeah. And patience fruits, you gain 100% of the amount of trophies that you currently own, one use only.
Ooh, so it wants you to stockpile your trophies and then pop for a big doubler once.
Okay.
That's neat, but I mean, Stinky Fish.
Stinky Fish.
Stinky Fish. Oh yeah, look at that fight recap just to end it out here, just so we can see a little bit more.
Damage. Our caster took 3 more damage than the tank, but I think that was because of the giant going down to 1 hit point damage at the end.
Yes. Also, she took 3 more damage, except she didn't because our tank also mitigated almost 3 times as much damage.
Yes. Yeah. And then our other melee guy is just damage taken none. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's
I
fine.
know what the problem is. That did pretty okay.
I was here.
And then our mushroom guy up there was just like, I was murdering.
Right up until he died.
Right up until he exploded.
That's fine, because all his water elementals were still there doing work.
It's true.
So there you go. There's the last flame. I really like this game.
Yeah, it seemed neat.
Yeah, if you want to check it out, there's the demo for it. You can go just check out the demo. I really like this game, so I hope you guys liked it too. This is really my kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know what you thought in the comments, and as always, see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.